Yo, hello guys. So now, let me start with doing the hair. We have finished everything except for the hair, which without the hair, it's look really disturbing. Because you look at some Chibi character that are bald, so that's not good. So the first thing I'm going to close this tab. Maybe we'll keep this one, this side. Change it to 3D view. So first thing first, for the hair, the way that I like to do that is by creating a new object that is using UV sphere. And okay, where to the best way is that you make sure that this thing is called a 3D cursor to be at the center of the grid. So how to do that is by pressing Shift S and then cursor to the center. So once you did that, and okay, now you may realize that our character here is not actually really in the center. So how to do that again is by pressing Shift S and then selection to cursor. This step is actually going to be helpful because this center means that the center of gravity. But just say if you want to make your character above the grid, so first of all you just drag it above, which I'm going to change it into the front, and make sure that this thing stand above the grid. So okay, once I did that, what I would like to do is go to tool and then set the origin, and make sure that you press this origin to 3D cursor, but make sure that 3D cursor is on the center of the grid. Then you set it to the origin of 3D cursor. But that is mostly useful when you were doing animation, but for now it's not really necessary. So let's continue into doing this UV sphere. And then what I usually like to do is change the segment into 10 and then the ring into 8. So this is not compulsory, it's depend on the segment, and the ring is depend on how complex the hair you want to do. Like me, I like to use 10. So maybe I'm going to use 11 this time. It's actually how do you determine is depend on the shape of your hair. Like because we're going to use one segment of this as one what you call strand of hair, I guess. So it's depend. Like me, for this character, I want it to have the hair to be split at the middle. So I want this segment to be in the middle also. So you can do that by rotating, but I want to make sure that this thing is symmetrical, means that both sides is the same, have the same amount of this. So rather than rotating, I like to increase the segment. So okay, so for this character is 12, but most of my character I use 10 only. But for this one, I'm going to use 12 or maybe 10. Yeah, just 10, because I want to make it simple. So once you have decided how many segments you want, it's totally depend on you. But if you want to follow this, I usually do 10, so it's depend. So once you did that, just bring it upward into the head, and then as you can see here, some of the head have come out from the hair. We don't want that, so let me change the view into the right side, and then press Z key to enter into wireframe mode. Oops, sorry. So just pull this thing back, something like that. Yep, I think that is okay. And now we have finished the hair, which afro hair that is so big that it closes the eyes. So this is the basic start. So from here on, we are going to change into edit mode, and then I'm going to change it into vertices mode, vertices select. So I want to press Z, and then I want to select the whole bottom here, the bottom of the sphere. So once you did that, you can delete the vertices, and what we left are with half of this thing. So also change it into object mode back, and then you should do this early on, I forgot. Change the shading into smooth. So once you change it into smooth, you can see it to look better, because flat is, as you can see, it's shading as flat. Flat is usually being used for something like table and stuff. So by using smooth, as you can see, the hand is also using a square, but you can hide it from looking too much square by using the shading option, using the smooth shading, so it look better than flat shading. If not, you try to see this. This is the flat shading. It's totally look bad, and this is when it's rendered as a flat shading, and this is when it is as a smooth shading. So you can see less wrinkle, I guess. So that's why it's important for you to know this, depend on what the thing that you are making. So for now, we should use a smooth. So once we did this, I'm going to use a modifier. So modifier is this one, the wrench looking panel here. So click the add modifier and use the solidify. So what the solidify function is this. As you can see, when you play at the thickness here, the thickness of the hair increase, and if you make it into negative, it will increase outward, and we want it to be inward, not too thick, just enough so that it can look like a real hair which have thickness rather than just straight and plain. So just make it until you feel comfortable with. I think 8 is maybe lower. Okay, so I think this is good enough. So once you did that, press apply. So what we have done is that we give it thickness. So that is the function of solidify. You give something like a normal plane, and then you add the solidify to make it into become something like a tile. You know how the tile is have thickness, so that is what we want to do. So once we have this is the basic shape. So we should use the face mode. Just say that if this is not enough. You want it to be thicker, but you have already did this. You have already applied. You can control Z, which is to return back, or you can just use the alternate press the alternate key and then right click on this thing so that it select it as the whole ring, and then you can just use the scale tool to scale it down. But for now I don't really want to do that. So once you use the face tool, so we just going to extract the face down. So for this character, I'm going to split it into half. So use the knife tool to split it into half, and then just press enter. So once you get this, so from now on, the main tool that we're going to use is the extrude tool. So just press E to extrude. Usually doing 2 of this is enough. So once you did that, you want to change it into the vertices select, and then alternate M. Alternate M, which is the option to merge, and we want it to merge at the center. So as you can see, it's already look like a strand of hair, I guess. I'm not sure what the word is, but this is good. And then for this one, use the alternate key to select the whole ring again, and then you just bring it to the side, or if you want to rotate it, so just rotate, scale it down to make it look like a hair, like a strand of hair. I think that maybe that I need to pull this thing back a little. Yeah, I think that will be good. Oops, I press the enter and then come out there red. I'm not sure what that mean, but anyway, so this is good. So I want this, but I want it to be like this thing is supposed to be small. So I'm just going it upward, bring it upward, and then scale it down, bring it here. So this is how I make it. It's the same way as for the other faces. We're going to do it like this, but if you see that these things are going out too much, just that one you don't really need to adjust it now. You can adjust it later once you have everything in place, but for now I'm going to let it be. So once again, I select the face tool, and then on this side I want to pull it downward. So usually you hit the Z key twice. The first Z okay, so when you press extrude, so you can see the blue line. The blue line is going to pull it, if you pull it downward, if you see on my right side here, the right panel, you can see that even though you this color, the blue color or purple, usually mean it's on the Z axis, but when you extrude this way, it doesn't go out using the Z axis, so it goes straight there. So if you press the Z key twice, the first one is to cancel the first the purple line, and the second is to make sure that it extrude throughout the Z axis. I usually did that. So once you extrude it that way, just scale it down, extrude again on Z axis. So this one, scale it down a bit more, and then I want to cut it into half here, or maybe not really half, just a small bit here to make the detail of the hair. and then press this thing, extrude Z key, oops, Z again, and then Control M, oops, alternate M, I'm sorry. Okay, oh, so just now Control M is mirror something, I'm not sure what Control M does, but alternate M is to merge, so at the center there, and then use this one. Oh, one thing though, do remember that when you merge it this way, using the face mode, you cannot control it. You cannot bring it up and down. Even if you press the axis, you need to change it into vertices mode, because there are only vertices here, not faces, so you cannot move anything. So for that one, the small one, I want to extrude on the Z axis straight ahead, somewhere like around there, and then again I want to merge it at the center. So once we have this, we need to move it in place. So where do we actually want it to be? So I want it to be this thing, parallel to cross section. Yeah, cross section. Is it okay? Just this point and this one is the same. So that is good. Okay, that is somewhere that I want it. So once that, just going to bring the others, push it back. Usually if you take time tweaking now, things is going to take a whole lot of time, like seriously, lot and lots of time. And you usually after you deselect it by using knife tool, when you press alternate and then right click, it's going to select the whole thing here only. So we want to select this side also, so just press shift and then alternate, just click it there, and we will select whole of that. So just pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. That is the basic of making the hair my way. So yeah, that is good. So sometimes when you do this, probably some of you going to kind of like asking, this is too thin for hair. So later on, what we can do is we use the line tool and then select here and just pull it back to give it thickness, because usually the top here won't be visible. The only thing that is visible is this thing, the one that fall down. So when that is, oops, so this and then this, okay, okay. So what we can do is just like this. So you can, as you can see, with this kind of thickness, it look better. Okay, you can make it thicker, depend on how you like. So like this one, it look good. Oops, I should close this. Okay. So just say if you were using this into texture mode, and then you can like I want that you think that you want to look, make it look like a final result. So what you can do is that bring this thing back and then make sure you press it into object mode, and then just go into material, new, and then because usually hair don't have only have one color. If you have if you want to do it as a multiple color, like half is blue, half is red, then you need to use the texture pin. If not, then you can if it's a single color, you can just use the color option here. So I want it to be something like brownish, I guess. And if you say that, well, nothing happened because this is a texture mode, you should change it to material, then you can see. So that color is not good. It's really hard to choose a chocolatey color, like seriously, serious hard. Oh, this is taking too long. Anyway, for now I'm going to make it this color is really hideous, but for now only, just for the sake of showing. Or maybe something like yellow. It's too ugly, I cannot stand it. So this is how for now this part will be seen. So once you did that, you can just re-edit stuff like how you want. And basically that is all how to make the hair. So for now, if you want to open your blender and then do the hair, you can use what I have teach you to do it. It's the same technique. Every single part of this is the same technique. So what if you were going to watch this video, the like whole of this video, is you won't really learn anything more than that, because everything is just the same. It's like extrude, and then scale, rotate, just using those kind of stuff to really placing it. It's really, that's all. Oh, maybe I can show you one thing. For this character, it seems that on my sketch we can see the ear. So how to do the ear? So of course we need to change it back into the character. So what we want to do is that first locate where the ear that you want. So most probably here is where the ear are supposed to be, and as you can see that here are the line. So we want the ear to be there. Let me check how long is it. It's already 33 minutes, so I'm going to do this quick and then make this into the first part. So what we need to do is that just extrude. So extrude this into X, extrude, and then you can scale this thing, and then extrude once again, and then to X, and then scale it once more to smaller size. Okay, so that's all how to do the ear. But this one is this elf ear. We just need to placing. So for the placing, I'm using the vertices mode. Press this thing and then pull this thing back upward, and also this one, pull this thing back upward, and then from the front part, I just want this thing to be in there. So usually using the line tool is quite useful for this kind of stuff. So as you can see, it already look like ear from this side, and it's actually not that bad. You can see you don't really need to put too much detail on the ear, because most of the ear is going to be covered by the hair, and only some of it will be shown, like only the tip of the ear. So it's the best for you to not to put too much onto it. You're going to waste your time if you put too much effort on the ear, because only this part, like this small part, is the one that will be shown. Most of this will be covered by hair. So yep, something like this is enough, I guess. So that's all. This is the first part. On the next part, it's depend on you whether you want to watch it or not, because it's mostly the same thing. So anyway, if you plan to stop here, good luck on your hair.